much of your material autobiographical?
No, this particular song was a custom-made fantasy. In every science fiction movie, when you go into the mad scientist laboratory, there's always that little sound effects of the dynamo hum in the background. And since I like monster movies, I kept listening to these sound effects in the mad scientist room, you know, and there's always the dynamo hum, and that's what led me to do the song. So I did the song, and I had a cassette of the album before it was released, and we proceeded to do a tour of Australia, and I had said cassette in my possession when we played a town there called Brisbane. And it seemed that after the concert in Brisbane, I was in the company of two young ladies who I played this cassette for, just to get a little preview audience test, and one of them was the head of the Women's Liberation Organization there in Australia, and she loved it. She thought it was excellent, and furthermore, she wanted to act it out, and she wanted to do it as fast as the things are happening in the record. Now, you just try that sometimes, folks. You just get this album called Overnight Sensation, and you put on Dynamo Hum and get a couple of your friends together and try and do what's going on in this song and see, you know, how fast you got to go. Now, I maintain that there is nothing in this song that constitutes a dirty, dirty word, period. And I regret that many radio stations, including this extremely elevated and hip and organic whole wheat religion kind of...
You're getting that tone in your voice again.
Yes. Yes.
That one that pops up there so much.
Myself, I'm going to sit here and say, play it, period. I do it here, do it at the next radio station. Because if I don't, you know what will happen? The next Bruce Springsteen will come in. And then the next Bruce Springsteen. And after that, the next Bay City Rollers. And before long, you know, you guys are getting little presents and they're saying, play this and play this and play this. And if I don't come in person, say, hey, play it. It won't get played. That's it.
I wonder why all this controversy surrounds Dynamo Hum. Do we have that cut in here? I think we do.
Yeah, it's here, this album.
Let's play it and see what it is.
Yeah, well, all we got to do is... Yes, he's pulling it out of the jacket now. In case you don't know, Dynamo Hum is one of the songs from an album called Overnight Sensation, which is about 2 years old. Now, the copy that he's holding has been scratched and mutilated by the people here at this radio station.
Cut, right.
And it has some yellow crayon on it. And what they've done is they've taken a ballpoint pen and scratched the grooves of the record so it's completely unplayable, and then wrote over it with a yellow marking pencil, and the sign says, "Station busted already. Dirty, dirty words, no play." Now, instead of playing the record, let me do something for you. This record won't sound good because it's all scratched up. I see that it has dirty, dirty words. Doesn't say dirty, it says dirty, dirty words. Give me the jacket and I'll recite the words to Dynamo Hum. Save you a little time. You won't have to listen to the tune or anything. Here are the words to Dynamo Hum. Now, I want you all to listen closely for the dirty, dirty words. I couldn't say where she's coming from, but I just met a lady named Dynamo Hum. She stroll on over, say, "Look here, bum, I got a $40 bill, say you can't make me come. You just can't do it." She made a bet with her sister, who's a little bit dumb. She could prove at any time all men was scum. I whipped off her bloomers and stiffened my thumb, and applied rotation on her sugar plum. I poked and stroked till my wrist got numb, but I still didn't hear no Dynamo Hum. Dynamo Hum, Dynamo Hum, where's this dynamo coming from? Done spent 3 hours and I ain't got a crumb from the dynamo, 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 from the dynamo. I got a spot that gets me hot, but you ain't been to it. I got a spot that gets me hot, but you ain't been to it. Got a spot that gets me hot, but you ain't been to it, etc., etc. Then it says, "'Cause I can't get into it unless I get out of it. And I got to get out of it before I get into it, because I never get into it unless I get out of it, and I got to be out of it to get myself into it." Any dirty, dirty words so far? Have you heard any of the Big Five or the Big Seven or whatever?
The Big Nine.
The Big Nine. George Carlin's Big Nine. Okay, no, none of the Big Nine so far, ladies and gentlemen. And then it says, she looked over at me with a glazed eye and some bovine perspiration on her upper lip area, and she said, "Just get me wasted and you're halfway there, because if my mind's tore up, then my body don't care." I rubbed my chinny chin-chin and said, my, what sort of thing might this lady get high upon? I checked out her sister, who was holding the bed, and wondered what kind of trip the young lady was on. The $40 bill didn't matter no more when her sister got naked and laid on the floor. She said, "Dynamo might win the bet, but you could use a little wheat." If I wasn't done yet, I told her just because the sun won a place in the sky, no reason to assume I wouldn't give her a try. So I pulled on her hair, got her legs in the air, and asked if she had any cooties in there. Now, is cootie one of the dirty, dirty words? I don't think so. What do you mean, cooties?
You
no
did shock
cooties
the sensibility of a few people with that line.
Cooties, yes, indeed. Some of the older people in the audience really, remember cootie catchers and stuff. And
what are cooties?
Cooties are imaginary tiny bugs that you catch with a little paper thing that's fun to play with when you're in the first grade. Wait a minute, the rest of the song. She was buns up kneeling. I was wheeling and dealing. She surrendered to the feeling, and she started into squealing.
Dynamo watched from the edge of the bed with her lips just a-twitching and her face going red, some drool rolling down from the edge of her chin while she spied the condition her sister was in. She quivered and quaked and clutched at herself while her sister made a joke about her mental health till Dynamo finally did give in, but I told her all she really needed was some discipline. And then it says, "Kiss my aura, Dora." It's real Angora. Would you all like some aura? Right here on the flora? And how about you, Fauna? You wanna? Sounds like you might be choking on something. Did you say you want some more? Well, here's some more. Sure, listen, do you think I could interest you in a pair of zircon-encrusted tweezers? Tweezers. Here, let me sterilize them. Give me your lighter. Well, there it is. That's the words to Dynamo Humm.
The radio is broken.